You know, it is the first week of summer, and that means air conditioning season,
Yes.
right?
But the last thing you want is for the cool air that the air conditioning creates inside to leak outside.
So we brought in the guy who's got all the solutions. How about proper insulation? It's not just for wintertime.
So our home improvement insider, Adam Helfman of HireItDone.com, shows why every home should have it.
Most people think about keeping your house warm in the wintertime by using insulation. Well, today we're going to talk about how to keep your house cool by using insulation. Here we have pink insulation. Most people think of this as the insulation that goes in your walls that keeps the heat from traveling outside. Well, guess what? When your air conditioning's on this time of year, this insulation also keeps the cool air in and the hot air out. Here's a 2x4 wall installation. Now, typically, if you don't have insulation in here, the cold air would run right out, even through the drywall. When you add insulation into a wall, you can stop the cold air from leaving, and you can save up to about a 20-degree difference by having insulation done in your walls properly. Many people don't even know if they have insulation in their walls or not. That's why you need to call a professional. Here's the new construction wall without the insulation. Now follow me over here. This wall has already had the insulation woven through the 2x4s, and this allows you to know that on the other side, if there's people talking, you're not going to hear them. You may have a house that is already finished. Well, guess what? There's plenty of places for you to add insulation to your existing home. First of all, basement remodeling. Many people are finishing their basements today, so you might want to put insulation in the walls or in the bond plate. That'll stop the heat loss in your basement, and it'll be for a more comfortable space. Another location is in your existing walls. Our professionals can drill a hole in the wall, pump the insulation all the way in the wall, and that'll stop the noise from coming through and save you energy. And the last thing and most popular thing for your house is blown-in insulation in your attic. That, done properly with proper ventilation, will save you a ton of money cooling your house as well as heating.
Really good advice as always. Adam Helfman is in the studio. How do you know if you're losing cool air out of your house?
So we typically think of insulation for the wintertime.
Right.
But, okay, in the wintertime, insulation's keeping the heat in the house.
Right.
So conversely, in the summertime, you want to keep the cool air in. So we have a little demonstration set up today where we have this looks like the sun.
Okay.
Two types of insulation. The pink stuff that everyone's familiar with, and cellulose, which is the most modern and way more efficient. As you can see, it's 78 degrees on this one, and this is only 73.
Okay.
Wow.
So the other thing is when we have this, we have a fan built in here, and you can see this is air blowing up through here.
Through the insulation.
Right. So think of that cool air leaving your house.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to save energy in the summer, think about insulation, think about where you want to put it, and it keeps the cool air in, which then saves money.
So is it the density of this stuff falling all together? I mean, it's like putting sand, you know.
Right, it is the density as well.
Yeah.
And again, pink fiberglass, very popular and very efficient. However, this is so much more efficient, and this is recycled newspapers.
I was just going to ask you, it looks like recycled
very green.
material.
So
Yeah.
it wins both ways.
Good stuff.
Something else you talked about, and I should mention, Adam was nice enough, met me out at my parents' house. We were talking about a different kind of project. But the interesting thing is, you were talking about ventilation, how important it is to have the soffits, the proper ventilation in the roof, because you can do all this stuff in the walls. You got to tackle this as a project for the house.
Well, if you don't have the proper ventilation, then your roof, it's supposed to last 20, 30 years, will last 8 years.
Wow.
And that's, you know, think of your house as a system.
Okay, so let's talk about
This is part
using
of it.
insulation for privacy. Keeping whatever is said inside from going outside, just keep it quiet.
Okay, so people live in condos or apartments, or even with bedrooms in a house. Insulation can be used, and we have ways to do that today where you can stop the noise transmission. So, glad you asked. We have a little demonstration here today. So this is like an insulated wall, okay?
Okay.
So what we have here is a sound noise.
Right,
It's
so
gonna
let's
be
just
very
show
loud.
everyone what's in here.
Yeah.
This
So it's
is all...
an insulated
soundproof.
wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this. We pull this off,
Whoa.
drop it in.
It disappeared.
What?
So
Now
if you
that's
add
pretty wild.
insulation in the walls, you can get the same effect.
And I know they're not as popular, but if you're trying to build if you want the man cave, right? And you want the 70-inch flat screen, because they're only $6 now at Costco, and you want one, and you want to have the game on, you could do this to the walls, and that'll keep your room.
And the sound stays in. And we have contractors at Hire It Done who will come out to your house, free estimate. They'll give you the information to blow in insulation and stop the noise.
Is this thing still going, really?
It's still going.
Is it really?
Yep, I can hear it. That's
That
crazy.
is wild.
That's crazy.
Very
Cone of
cool.
silence.
Yeah,
Thank-
right. Hire It Done will help you find the right contractor to insulate your home, and the service to you is absolutely free.
Yeah, just go to hireitdone.com. When you register, you'll receive key questions to ask every contractor before you hire them.
Beautiful.
Good stuff,
Good
Adam
to see you.
Hoffman, always.